guys, good morning and welcome to episode 3 of our Kettlebell Flow class. I have to record it previously today. Unfortunately, I love teaching live class, but I am taking a seminar today with Hammer Strength, so I'm always excited to learn more and bring more to my students and to my clients. So, without further ado, this is going to be the 3rd class of our Kettlebell Flow series. You can, of course, do these on their own, but if you're very new to Kettlebell Flow, I'd suggest going back starting with the first because each one of these classes builds upon the last. They're all 30 minutes long. We do a warm-up, we do a cool down, and we learn a couple flows and a couple new movements each class. For today, we're going to start with a downward dog and take that into a low lunge with rotation and hamstring stretch, just like we've been doing for our other classes. Standing at the bottom of your mat, you're going to take those feet about hip width apart, not too wide. You take those arms overhead and let's travel down to the floor with the hands. Try to keep those legs nice and straight. If you need a slight bend, that's all right, but as straight as we can. We're really trying to stretch out those hamstrings, and we're going to take small steps out to inchworm to our hands to the top of the mat into a plank and push that into a downward dog. You can walk out those heels if you like. Chest to the knees, heels to the floor. We're going to take our left leg up in the air, 3-legged dog, and bring that left foot forward to the top of the mat between the hands. We've got a nice straight front shin, and I also have a straight leg, and my hips are straight on. I'm going to open up to the left leg forward, open up, left rotation. And then we're going to bring that hand back down. This time we're going to push back through our hands in the front leg. Just straighten out that front leg, stretch the hamstring. And we're going to start to do a bounce by using our back foot to push up off that little toe. And if you can lift that back foot, all while keeping this front leg nice and straight. Just trying to dynamically stretch the hamstring. And we're going to do the last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. On that last one, you can soften the front knee, return to your low lunge, back leg nice and straight. Both hands down to the mat. We're going to shift that left leg back to our downward dog. Walk out the heels and let the hip straighten out. And then we're going to go right side, up into the air. Bring that right leg forward, back leg nice and straight, front shin nice and straight, and we're going to open up to the right. Bringing that hand back down, we're going to do the same hamstring stretch, pushing through the front leg to straighten it out. Bring your nose to your knees. And then we're going to start that rock and work into a bounce. And you can always just keep the foot on the floor and just rock the foot if you like. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping the back foot, soften the front knee. And we're going to send it back. Downward dog. Tiptoe those feet up towards the hands. And we can roll up, glancing up, hands to the shins. Roll back down and then roll all the way up, head being the last thing coming up. Next thing we're going to be doing, taking your feet nice and wide in that wide straddle. Take the left arm over to the right leg, and we're going to open up that right side as we look up at the ceiling. Both legs stay straight. And then take that top right arm, we're going to swoop it down and reach forward and reach the left arm back. Pulling in 2 different directions. And you can exhale all the way down to the leg. Walk yourself to the middle. Over to the right, take your right hand onto your left leg, open up the left arm, open shoulder, looking up at the ceiling. Exhale, sweep that top left arm through, reach it forward, and reach the top arm back. Lowering it all the way down to your leg. And walk yourself to center, hands in the middle. Take a moment, wiggle the hips, let everything straighten out. And then walk the feet in just a scooch more, so we have just slightly wider than shoulder rather than a wide straddle. Feet are straight. We're gonna drop our butt down, chest up, and we're gonna do 5, 4, chest up, 3, and 2. And on our last one, stay down in your squat. We're gonna take the hands up to the thighs and take that right side, pushing it away, leaning into the left. Gonna let the foot roll open to the center. Now push the right and push the left and lean to the right. Oh my. And back to center. Place those hands back on the floor, and you can reach that booty back up. Stretch the hamstrings. One more time, coming back down. This time, keep the hands on the floor and open the right. Look up at the ceiling. And left. And butt goes back up. Nice straight legs. And we're going to roll up. Head is the last thing to come up. To get us started today with our first 2 strength exercises, we're going to practice a deadlift. So this is the first time we're introducing this into our class. So we're going to go over the form and really break it down. I love kettlebells for learning how to deadlift, correcting a deadlift, or even just focusing on deadlift form if that's something you're looking to do. Having the kettlebell between the feet is very important. Whenever we're deadlifting, we're thinking about our center of gravity. So when you're standing, right, the center of gravity goes right down the center of your foot. Otherwise, we'd be tipping forward or tipping back. When you feel off balance, it's when your center of gravity has moved away from your center. So we place the kettlebell along the center of gravity. That way, when we pull it up and down, it's not placing strain on our spine by pulling us forward or pulling us back. It's a nice straight line of pull. Keep the feet narrow. Want to avoid doing anything too wide. Keeping the back straight, you want to think about, it's almost like you're trying to push your butt back and touch the wall behind you with your butt. Another great way to do this is if you have something like a chair, a yoga block, literally anything, a coffee table works great. Anything that's about knee height that you can kind of have press against your calves as you do these. So you'll know you're doing your deadlift right when your butt moves back, but your knees don't move forward. So if I'm against my coffee table or here I'm using my yoga wheel, I can feel my yoga wheel on my calves rather than a squat where you see how far my calves move away from that. So keeping that straight back in mind with our movement and keeping our butt in mind with our movement. Straight back, shove the butt back, reach for that kettlebell, and here's the bottom of the deadlift. Think about pulling your shoulders tight, really engaging, exhaling, and slowly pulling up. Keep your shoulders engaged, back engaged, and squeeze your butt tight. We're gonna do 10 reps with a slow 1, 2, 3 second count down and a 1, 2, 3 up. All right, if you're ready, into position. Let's see, I'll start at the bottom, so we all start at the bottom. So set up from the top, tight core, soft knees, narrow feet. Shove that butt back, straight back, tighten those shoulders, and here we go. 1, 2, 3, up. 1, 2, 3, down, and 2. Good. 2, 3, down, and 3. 2, 1, up. 1, 2, 3, down, and 4, 2, 3, up. 4, 2, 3, down, and 5, 2, 3, up, and 5, 2, 3, down, and 6, 2, 3, up. 7, 2, 3, down. 8, 2, 3, up. 2, 3, 9, 2, 3, up. 9, 2, 3. Last 1, 2, 3, up. 1, 2, 3, down. Excellent. If you were doing them well, hopefully what you're feeling is all through the back side of your thigh, the back side of your hamstring, lighting up, burning. We're gonna be doing 2 more rounds of just that 3-second tempo. Take 20 seconds, have your water. This time I'll show from the front. So very important when you're noticing that pull up and down in a straight line on your center of gravity every time that kettlebell returns back to your feet. If you notice the kettlebell is falling forward, bring it back to the feet. Here we go, 10 reps with that nice, slow, 3, 2, 1, good, and 1, 2, 3, down, and 2, 2, 3, good, 2, 2, 3, and 4, 2, 3, good, 4, 2, 3, halfway, 5, 2, 3, good. And last 5, 2, 3, up, 5, 2, 3, and 6, 4, 2, 3, and down, 2, 3, last 3, 2, 3, good, and down, 2, 3, excellent, last 1, and slowly, very good. We're gonna rest, 20 seconds. So hopefully we feel like we have a hang of that deadlift form now. We're gonna do our last set, just with our 3-second, 10 reps deadlift. Here we go. Tighten down the core, and let's begin. Tighten with the shoulders, connect with the kettlebell, and 3, 2, 1, good. 2, and 2, 2, 3, good. 2, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 3, 5, 2, 3, 6, 2, 3, and 7, 2, 3, last 3, and down, 2, 3, 2, 1 more, excellent, and nice and slow, complete the lift, and rest. All right, we're gonna be moving on. On time. Okay, so let's get started. We're gonna start our first power move today. This is going to be our single kettlebell swing and our clean. We learned these last week. I'll just quickly go over the form for the swing and the clean, but we're gonna get into it since we've covered these a couple times already. We're just using a single kettlebell for these flows, so you just need one. Our swing form, just like our deadlift form, try to keep the feet as narrow as you can. Always keep the kettlebell close to your crotch. Don't let it hang below your knees. And always keep the core tight and the chest upright. So our swing, it's all about squeezing the butt. And you really want to see here how high I keep the kettlebell. Don't let it swing down there. It's really going to put pressure on the back. And then for my clean, just like a swing, except I lawnmower pull it as it reaches right in front of my hips. I'm gonna pull my elbow up, jerk that kettlebell up, and tuck my elbow and let it rest right here on the crook of the elbow. Nice straight wrist, you're hooking it on the thumb. So what we're gonna be doing is 10 on one side, then 10 on the other, a single swing and a clean. One swing and a clean. All right, we have 10 on the left, 10 on the right. We're gonna count each clean. Let's do it. I'm gonna start on my left side, but it's up to you what you wanna start with. Start with one swing. Here we go. Swing, clean. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 6, 7, last 3, 2, and 1. Good. Switching sides. Let's do 1 swing and clean. And 2. And 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. Swing. Clean. 8. 9. And last one. Good. We're going to take 30 seconds to rest. All right. We'll just be doing one more round of that swing to clean, and then we're going to be doing it where we're alternating left and right. All right, are you ready? You can choose left or right, 1 swing, 1 clean. We're going to count 10 cleans on each side. Here we go. Swing, clean, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one, and then if you're fancy, let's swing to switch and swing, clean. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, last 5, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let that kettlebell rest. We'll take 45 seconds before we do our alternating. This time we're gonna count 10 total, but when we do our swing, we're also gonna be switching. So it'll be cleaning on the left, swing, switch, clean on the right. Swing, switch, clean on the left, swing, switch, and clean on the right. We're going to be counting 10 cleans, 5 on each side. Still have about 10 seconds if you'd like a sip of water. All right, who's ready? Let's do it. Start with our swing and clean. Swing to switch and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, last 2, and 1 more. Excellent. Rest for 30 seconds. We're gonna do that one more time, and then we're getting into our first flow today. Our first flow, we're just gonna use familiar pieces that we've already worked with, and then we're gonna learn something new and take that into our second flow. You need to decide where you wanna be. All right. So we'll be doing the same swing to switch. 10 total. Let's start with a swing. and clean. 1, switch, 2, 3, 4, 5, last 5, and 4, 3, 2, and one more last one. Excellent. Go ahead, rest, take your longer rest. And for our first flow, we're incorporating all familiar movements from last time. We've got a swing, catch, squat, clean, rotational thruster. The only reason I'm saying it is just so we have our pattern. Squat, catch, swing, catch, squat, swing, catch, squat. Clean, thrust. Swing, catch, squat, clean, thrust. Clean, squat, catch. Swing, catch, squat, clean, thrust. Swing, catch, squat, clean, thrust. Okay, maybe it's hard for me too. I thought that was going to be easier. So, let me just show slowly. We'll be doing 3 rounds, a minute long. So I have my swing, then I catch. We did this in our first flow. Squat. Now I'm going to clean and rotational thrust. This is from our second flow. Okay? Make sure you use your legs when you do that overhead movement. Okay, I'm not just straight pressing it overhead. I'm using my legs, my whole body to help that power up. I'll talk us through. We'll go piece by piece for our first minute. Second one, I'll talk halfway through. Third one, you're on your own, okay? Let's get our timer. So it's for a whole minute here. Get the kettlebells ready. We're starting with a swing, catch, squat. Here we go. Swing, catch, squat. Now clean and rotational thruster. Now swing to switch sides. Catch, squat, clean, and thruster. Swing to switch sides. Catch, squat, clean, and thruster. Swing to switch. Catch, squat, clean, and thruster. Swing to switch. Last 15 seconds. Catch, squat, clean, and thruster. Let's see, swing to switch. 5, 4, catch, squat, and rest. Good. Whew. Gets my heart rate going. I love Kettlebell Flow for that. Big deep breath. So hopefully that started to make sense close to the end. This next round, I'm just going to call out the first 30 seconds. And then it's all you, baby. Are you ready? Okay, going for a minute now. Let's start with our swing. 2, catch, squat, clean, rotational, and swing to switch. Catch, squat, clean, and rotational thruster, swing to switch. All right, catch, squat, clean, and thruster, and you're on your own. Last 30 seconds, it's all you. Seven, 6, 5, 4. Excellent. Okay. 30 seconds, you weren't totally lost. Now we have 30 seconds to catch your breath. And we're doing our last minute of this flow. No guidance. You may watch me, but we're just going to do it from memory. Are we ready? I'm not going to call it out this round. Swing, catch, squat, clean, thrust, swing. Here it is. 1 minute, let's go. Keep breathing. Halfway, last 30 seconds. Last 20. 15. And resting. Nice job, everybody. So, woo! Before we go into our next flow, our last and final flow, we're going to learn a new move. If you have more than one kettlebell, or maybe you have a lighter dumbbell at home, practice with your lighter weight first, and then we'll bring it back, because this one can be a little tricky, and we have some modifications too that we can use. What we're going to be doing is a windmill. So we already know how to get this weight overhead, right? We've done our thruster. We've only done rotational thrusters to the side. Now let's just do straight up. So we're going to use our legs to send that up. Now I'm ready for my windmill. So I've got that nice straight wrist, okay? Don't allow any of that floppy action to happen. Keep it nice and straight through that wrist. I know it hurts, but you'll get used to it. Weights overhead, nice straight arm. I'm gonna I have the weight on my right side. I'm gonna take my left foot and turn it out and bend that leg. As I do that, I'm gonna shift my weight back to my right leg. So all that weight going right down this leg into that foot. I'm gonna take my hand on my left, looking up at my weight above me, slide my hand down my leg, and press that weight back up. And that's a windmill. Let's try it on the other side. Swing to switch, straight thruster up. Turn your opposite toe out, bend the leg, take the hand to the thigh, slide down, look up at your weight. Keep your weight shifted back in this back leg, and then back up. Excellent. So we're gonna take this movement and we're gonna add it into our flow now. So we have our clean to our reverse lunge, thruster, windmill to switch. We did our reverse lunges last week. They're really super simple. All it means is I have my clean. For my reverse lunge, I have the weight loaded on my right side. I'm gonna step my right leg back. Then thrust up, turn that foot out, and windmill. Bring that weight down, swing to switch, clean. Now I have the weight on my left. I'm gonna step back left side and thrust straight up, turn the outside leg, that right leg, and up. Okay, we'll go slow. I'll call it out for the whole first minute. And then, you know the deal. We'll do a half a minute and then we'll just do a minute of flow. Perfect, good timing. This is our last flow. And then we have a little cool down. Okay, so starting with calling it out, let's clean and reverse lunge. Come up, thruster straight up, Drop into your windmill. Weight comes down, swing to switch, and clean. Reverse lunge, and thrust straight up. Drop into your windmill. Halfway through, swing to switch, clean, reverse lunge, thruster, drop into that windmill, and swing to switch. Last 15 seconds, clean, reverse lunge, thruster, and windmill. And swing, clean, go ahead, rest. Okay, how was that? Not so bad, right? The thing about flows, which I also like, is the more simple you make them, the more time you spend doing the work, doing the exercises. Like windmills are really hard, but because we have this kind of more complex flow around it, we get natural breaks in between our windmills. So we're not necessarily just repping out windmills. It's one of the reasons I love flow. It lets you really practice these movements at a high intensity rate without really burning out too hard on them. You can still practice good form. All right, so let's do a minute where now I'm only gonna call out the first half. Start with our clean, reverse lunge. Thruster, straight up, and windmill. Bring it down, swing to switch, and clean. Reverse lunge, and thrust up. Drop into your windmill. Bring it down, swing to switch, and clean. Oh, reverse lunge, and thrust, and you're on your own. It's all you. Whoop. As I fall, keep going. Keep breathing. Last 10 seconds. And you can rest. 30 seconds. We're gonna do all of this one last time. No guidance from me, it's all you. And then we're gonna do a little cool down flow. Stretch it all out and feel real good. All right, who's ready? No guidance, you're on your own. Let's do it. There's a lot of shifting of a weight in this flow, right? I go lunge, thruster, windmill, and my weight shifts from my left foot to my right. Oh my. Timer would be good. Thought I pressed it. No worries. Last 30 seconds. Last 15. And 5, 4, 3, 2. Excellent. Go ahead, put that kettlebell to the side, and let's have you come back to the bottom of the mat, same place we started. Big deep breath, arms up overhead, and exhale, hands to the heart, and take a swan dive, hands to the floor. Let that head hang, and start to slowly walk the hands towards the other end of the mat, into our plank. Push the hips up and back, into a downward dog. We're gonna take our left leg up, three-legged dog, and then point the toe, open the hip, and you can kick your butt there with your foot. Exhale, close that hip down, and bring that left leg all the way forward into your low lunge. Up and up into your rotation, and drop your back knee to the floor. You can drop that back toe as well, and if you have the flexibility to reach down and hold onto the toe, you may. Keep the hips straight, keep the knee over the ankle. Don't let all this happen. Keep it nice. Big deep breath. Exhale, bring that arm back around. Dig your back toe in, lift your knee, and you're going to walk your left foot all the way to the right side of your mat. Lay your back knee and toe down. We can sit up, try to work the hips down a little bit lower, and walk the hands back forwards. Make sure your hips are staying straight. It's okay if there's a lot of space between you and the ground. Nice deep breath. If you can take it a little bit lower, you may. Don't push anything to an uncomfortable place. Exhale, hands back up. Let's dig the back toe under, lift the knee, and we're gonna gently walk that left foot back to middle. Let everything realign before you send it back into downward dog. Heels down, let everything straighten out. And we're gonna go right leg up. You can point the toe, open up into your wild thing by kicking your butt. And exhale, bring that right forward in between the hands at the top of the mat and open up into your rotation. Drop your back knee, drop your back foot. If you have the flexibility to go into your full pretzel, you may. Shoulder low, hips straight. Exhale, gently release. Coming back around, dig that back toe under to lift the knee and walk your right foot all the way to the left side of your mat now and lower everything back down. Walk your hands back, sit tall to try and work the hips a little bit lower. And then you can bring the hands back forward. Deep breath if you want to take it a little bit lower comfortably. Exhale, hands back up. Let's dig our back foot under. Walk that foot back to the middle, and then send it back, downward dog. Take those knees down, quadruped position. We're gonna take our left arm, open up to the ceiling. Exhale, take the left arm all the way through, down to the mat. Nice deep breath. And inhale, open all the way back up again. Look up at the ceiling. And exhale, lower the hand. Last thing, same on the right. Inhale, open up, look up at the ceiling. Exhale, take it all the way through, shoulder to the ground. And then inhale, open all the way back up. Exhale, hands back to the mat. Excellent. Well, thank you for joining me for the third edition of Kettlebell Flow. Hopefully you were able to follow along with some of the new stuff. It's really fun for me to teach this. This is personally my favorite way of working out, and how I tend to stay in shape most of the time is kettlebell flows, body weight work, and occasional heavy lifting. I'll tell you, I don't do a lot of lightweight kind of stuff, and I don't do a lot of cable stuff. I would say kettlebells are a bulk of my training. If you have any questions, always you can reach out on the Facebook. You can always reach out on my Instagram, McMahon Training, McMahon.training on Instagram. On Facebook, it's facebook.com/trainlikemolly. There's also trainlikemolly.com. I mean, there's plenty of ways. All the roads lead back to me. If you have questions, you want to sign up for classes or personal training, you are welcome to do all of that. Anyway, next week we'll be doing episode 4 of our Kettlebell Flow. Have a great day, everybody. It was really good to record this.